This video is not to hate, it is to educate. I see a lot of people being deceived by the blessing circle, aka the blessing loom, aka the gifting flower, aka the airplane game, aka the woman's gifting circle, and what we call it in Trinidad, the Trinidad Sou Sou, or the modern day Sou Sou. Right? The reason I'm doing this is because a lot of people are getting into it with good intentions, you know? They believe it is a way to circulate wealth within the community. And I just want to debunk all the myths going about the blessing circle. So get your mind right and your thinking cap on. There we go. So you probably first heard about the blessing circle or the blessing flower when they saw somebody say, turn your 700 into 5,600. Ask me how. Or you see somebody say, turn your 1,400 into 11,200. All you need to do is bring 2 people. Or even a 3,500 into 28,000. Right? It's because the scheme made its wrongs in America before it came in Trinidad. So you'll notice all the figures is 7 to 1. So 700 is approximately 100 US, or 3,500 is approximately 500 US, and so on and so on. But it can be done with any figure. So this was probably your first introduction. So you first wondered, what the hell, how the hell they making so much profit in a month, in a week, some claiming, you know? How the hell your money multiplying 8 times? And they said this had to be some scheme. And they jump up and say, it's not a pyramid scheme. Right? Because it's a circle now. It's not a pyramid scheme. Well, that is total bullshit. It is a pyramid scheme. A pyramid scheme is any business model that does not provide a product or a service. A product being an apple and a service being, you know, getting a haircut. Right? It is dependent on people coming in, putting their money, and the older investors getting the money from the newer investors. Once it follows that principle, it is a pyramid scheme. No matter if they draw it in a circle, no matter if they draw it in a triangle, it is a pyramid scheme. And if you observe the blessing loom or the blessing circle, it is actually a pyramid from the top view, right? There's no circulation going. It is strictly different levels, right? Which is a pyramid scheme. What makes the blessing circle crash? Some say greedy admins, some say dishonest people. But the truth is, the blessing circle crash because it's designed to crash. At first glance, when you learn the system on a surface level, you say, damn, I could get rich forever. Making money so easy. Wait, they hide this from us for years? Alright, well, let me burst your bubble. Let me show you how deep the rabbit hole goes. When you first enter the blessing circle, you enter at fire, which is at the bottom of the pyramid. Your goal is to reach in the water, where you'll get your 800% return, which is at the top of the pyramid. For this example, we'll be using an entry fee of $1,000, meaning your payout will be $8,000. When you pay your $1,000, along with the 7 other people in fire position who paid their $1,000, that money goes to the person in water position. So this is how you get your 800% return by 8 people giving that one person their money, in hopes that they will move up to that spot. When the person in water gets their 800% return, they then leave the circle or rejoin from the bottom. And then the person in earth position moves up to water. Then the person in air position moves up to earth. Then the persons in fire position moves up to air. But the issue is there are 8 fires and only 4 airs. There are 4 airs and only 2 earths. There are 2 earths and only 1 water. So this means every time someone is paid out, the circle doubles. And it becomes twice as hard for new entries to get their money. So this is where it gets tricky. So you now move from fire position to air position, waiting on 8 new people to come in and pay their $1,000 so you can move up to earth. At the same time, the next circle is also waiting on 8 new people to pay their $1,000 to pay out the person in water. So there are 2 circles. When these 2 circles are paid out and you get to move from air to earth, these 2 circles double. So now there are 4 circles, with 60 people involved, all expecting the 800% payout. When 32 new fires paid $1,000 to enter those 4 new circles, then those 4 circles turn into 8. At this time, you and all the people who were in fire are now in water, waiting on 64 new people to pay their $1,000 so you can get your 800% payout. When the 64 new fires come, congrats, you get your payout. You see, it wasn't a scam. So for the first fires to reach water and get the 800% payout, it took 120 people giving $120,000 to the admin before you could get your 8,000 payout. But the issue now for the admin and the people who still in the circle is that it has 112 people and 8 circles all expecting their 800% payout. So the first 8 fires are finally paid out, and the admins and the 8 people who collected their money just showing off their money on Facebook and Instagram, and you seeing it and your mind blown. You say, nah, I can't be missing out. But by the time you join, it is much harder to reach in the water position. And those 64 new fires now need 512 new people with 64 new circles created and 896 people also expecting the 800% before they could reach in water position and get their 800% payout. This is only the second round of the blessing circle. So far 8 were paid out and 64 were paid out, so that is 72 and 896 people expecting their money. This is where most admins start to get a lot of management issues because they're dealing with a lot of money, a lot of different personalities, and also, most importantly, a limited population in a location. Also keep in mind, anyone could start a blessing circle. So on top of the 64 circles this one blessing circle has, it has 30 more people doing blessing circles. Each one needing 8 new people and doubling every time someone is paid out. Knowing that a pyramid scheme does not sell products or service and all money comes from new people is virtually impossible to maintain. People are a limited resource and not everybody going to sign up for your blessing circle. Trinidad has 1.4 million and let me say realistically, let's say 300,000 people might try it in different people's blessing circles. In Trinidad, the majority of blessing circles will crash after the second rounds are paid out. Now, the second round does not mean 2 circles paid out. The second round means, first round is the first 8 fires getting paid out, then the 64 fires getting paid out. So far 72 people get paid out. It's not a scam. These 72 going all around and saying, hey, I get my money. It's real. And this is how they recruit new people and the people who go and get the shitty end of the stick, which is the majority, which is 99 to 92%, depending how big the pyramid scheme get. So let's say by some miracle, the blessing circle continue till 6 rounds. By the 6th round, it will have 262,144 fires. And for them to reach into the water and to be paid out, they will need 2,097,152 new people. They will have 262,144 new circles with 3,670,016 people expecting their 800% payout. So no matter how good the admin is, the concept is going to crash. It is going to crash way before this, but even if the whole of Trinidad participate, it will crash. The system is designed to crash and make most people lose their money. Any admin say that your money is guaranteed is either a liar or does not understand how the system works. So this scheme is being advertised as a way to circulate money in the community. They are saying things like, this is what the Chinese did to get empowerment. This is what the Jews did to get empowerment in the community. Yo, that is the biggest piece of bullshit you're all falling for. If the system actually worked and you could 8 times your money, what does it need to work? And if the Jews did it since in the 1900s or the 1800s or whenever they did it, everyone will be trillionaires. Even a pipe on the street might be a trillionaire because you get 8 times your money. If you can 8 times your money starting with $1, you'll be a multi-millionaire in 8 months, right? So that reasoning is untrue, but the real reason it's untrue is because the system does not encourage circulation. It is a redistribution of money from 8 to 1. No goods and services are being produced and no profit is being made. At the end of the day, all the people who collected their 800% are going to spend it right back by the businesses who produce goods and services, who are the real creators of wealth in society. Not just redistribution of money, a fair trade. Some Blessing Circle admins claim you don't need to bring 2 people. This is a great marketing tactic. Why stress someone to bring 2 people when you can say you don't need to bring 2 people to encourage more people to come, because now they don't have any work to do to get their 800%. Some people believe regifting can prevent the circle from crashing. But that's almost impossible. Regifting is where persons who were paid out repay the initial investment to the admin as a buffer for any mishaps. By the first round of payouts, where the first 8 fires reached water and were paid, they all regifted 1,000 each, which means the admin has 8,000 as a buffer. But there are 112 people now waiting for their 800%. If the Blessing Circle crashes at that point, the admin will have 8,000 to repay everyone who made their investment, but will be owing $112,000. That maths is impossible. The regifting is less than a drop in the bucket and would not help. If the system requires 8 new people in order for someone to be paid out, and doubles every time someone is paid out, how can an admin call it quits? To stop the Blessing Circle means hundreds to thousands of people won't be paid and will be very angry after you promise them 800% on their investment. Would the admin go to the next country? Would the admin be murdered? Would the admin be sent to jail? How would the admin call it quits? That is my question.
Alright, I fed up watch and read and try to keep up and all kind of thing. Here is the real scene, right? Just like every other one of those groups in Trinidad, this one just crashed. So, and that 700 was non-refundable, right? Everybody, when they joined the group, know it was a risk. So, that being said, you all have a blessed night.
Alright, I now reach now. All the set of and bacchanal what taking place in this fucking group, me not himself under, because I is a different kind of fucking human being. You see my money? I know whoever I get my money, and you see the person who I get my fucking money, better have my money. You know what I say? Because it's that nobody could save you if you didn't have my fucking money to give me, right? I's a different kind of fucking human being. When my nerve fucking wreck, ask anybody about fucking me. You see the person who I give my money, make sure you could give me my $700, right? And I done joke. Me no nobody else. You see my 700, make sure you have my fucking 700 for me. Right?